Good morning children. Again this video is continuation of the functions of ecosystem. In the last video I have explained about functions of ecosystem, right? So functions of ecosystem, in the last video I have explained about structure of ecosystem. Today I am going to explain, in this video I am going to explain about functions of ecosystem. Okay. So the function of ecosystem is mainly three things only. One is production of energy, that is generating of energy, and another one is sharing of the energy, and also the third one is that is the cyclic changes, that is the interaction between the living or non-living materials. So these are all the three functions of the ecosystem. Okay, before going to dealing of this ecosystem, functions of ecosystem, we should know about the sunlight essential, which is very essential for the function of the ecosystem. We should know. Okay, sunlight means what we need from the sunlight. So definitely we need the photosynthesis, that is photosynthetically active radiation. Okay, so photosynthetically active radiation means the sunlight, the particular wavelength which is used for the purpose of photosynthesis by the plant and their growth. So plant, for their growth and their photosynthesis, it's need a particular wavelength of the sunlight, that is called photosynthetically active radiation. Okay, photosynthetically active radiation, it's in the short form it is called PAR. PAR, photosynthetically active radiation. In this photosynthetically active radiation from a sunlight, we need a particular wavelength from a 400 to a 700 nanometer in the length. So in this particular wavelength is necessary for the growth, plant growth as well, and also it is need for the photosynthesis process. So also need for the photosynthesis process. Okay, so this is about 400 to 700 nanometer plant growth and the photosynthesis process use பண்றாங்க. Okay, so always the sunlight will be a constant at this nanometer. அப்படினா it is impossible, and it is not constant at particular wavelength of this sunlight. Why? Because of due to the clouds and also tree shades, and also tree shades along with this, and dust particles in the environment, and also tree shade, clouds, tree shades and dust particles, and along with the season is very important, and lengthening of the daylight is very important. So these are all the reason that is not giving or disturbing the constant of this photosynthetically active radiation. And main photosynthesis takes place at the range of the 400 and 700. So 400 and 700 is responsible for blue and red color of the wavelength of the sunlight. At this particular time only, the maximum photosynthesis takes place at these two wavelength, and these two is not maintained due to the clouds, tree shades, dust particles, and seasons, and lengthening of the daylight, and dust particle. Everything plays a major role in this type of this functions of ecosystem. You should know. Okay, and this is about the just introduction to this photosynthetically active radiation. Along with this photosynthetically active radiations, you should know about the what is generally from this sunlight we will be getting a 34%. 100% sunlight will not get 34% of the sunlight. It is going to the atmosphere and reflect to the atmosphere. It is reaches the atmosphere, again it is reflect from the atmosphere. So from this you will be getting just 10% of the sunlight only used by ozone layer, and also water vapors which is present in the water vapor, and other gases which is present in the atmosphere. Our atmosphere consisting of different gases and water vapor and ozone layer accepting or gaining just 10% of the sunlight out of the 34%. So in this 30% is coming to the atmosphere, and it is again reflected to the sun itself. In this, from this we will be getting a 10% that is utilized by the ozone, water vapor, and gases, different types of gases like nitrogen, oxygen gases. Okay, and remaining 56% of the sunlight is coming to the earth surface. It is coming to the earth surface. The earth surface is using only 2 to 10% of that only used for plants. Okay, so the remaining, so 2 to 10, 10 you can take. Okay, in this 46, that is remaining 46% is dissipated as heat. Okay, it is dissipated as heat. So it is wasted actually. Okay, this is actually wasted, that is dissipated heat. So the 2 to 10% is used by our plant. Okay, so 56 plus 34 plus 10. Okay, so that you will be calculating, you will be getting 100% of the sunlight. So 34 is coming atmosphere and it is reflected to the sunlight. And also the 10% of the sunlight only used by the ozone and water vapor and gases. And remaining 56% is coming to the earth surface, and that the plants only using 2 to 10%, remaining will be dissipated as heat. The remaining is 46%. Okay, this is just calculation of the sunlight what we are getting. See, generally this that is this PAR, that is photosynthetically active radiation, which is calculated by or which is detected by the instrument called silicon photovoltaic meter. Okay, so silicon photovoltaic meter is apparatus. From this we can detect the 400 to 700 nanometer wavelength of the plant. Okay, so this is what I am trying to say. And also the power value should be ranges. So what is the power value? So which is, this is the instrument which is used to detect our sunlight at particular wavelength from the 400 to 700 nanometer. What is the value of PAR radio actually? That is photosynthetically active radiation, which is detect the 0 to 3000 millimoles per unit of time that is per second per year, sorry, per second or per meter, sorry, square meter time, that is year. So it is the meaning as 3000 millimoles square meter per year. So how the unit of the per unit of area per unit of time, that is how many moles are produced. Okay, so this 0 to millimoles is calculated by this galvanometer. Generally in the midnight, if you are taking a midnight and all, the power value is definitely 0. But in the summer season, in the midday time, you will be getting a 2000 to 3000 millimoles square meter per year. So this is just calculation, this is statistics calculation of photosynthetically active radiation by the silicon voltaic detectors. Okay, and along with this you should know about the do you know question of this, that definitely they will be asking you in the 1 mark question. There are different types of carbon is there, that is green carbon, blue carbon, brown carbon and black carbon and grey carbon is there. What is this green carbon? The green carbon is nothing but the green carbon which is present in the biosphere. Okay, the biosphere means the plants which is having the kind of the carbons is called green carbon. Okay, and along with this, what is blue carbon? The carbon which is present in the atmosphere as well as the ozone containing carbons is called blue carbon. The carbon which is present in the grey color, that is carbon which is present in the lithosphere, that is in the rock surfaces and rock inside having a rock, oil, gases and coal, everything is called as in the which is called the grey carbon. Okay, and this is called the grey carbon. Coal carbon is generally called grey carbon. Coal which is present in the lithosphere and oil and gases. And what is called brown carbon means the carbon which is present in the industrialized forest. Like if you are taking some forest industries, like they will be using all wood material for our commercial products like table, chair, all furnitures will be making from the wood material. So in that wood material consisting of brown carbon. Okay, and along with this, what is called the black carbon that you know well. Okay, right, nothing but it is the diesel and the petrol and other gases will releases and all coal that is fired power plants, like coal fired power plants that is releasing the black carbons. Okay, so this is the types of carbon you should know. Okay, that's all about the do you know portion of the black carbon and brown and green and blue gray color of carbon. So this is about your functions of the ecosystem. Next I am coming to the productivity of ecosystem in the next video. Thank you.